Hello and welcome to CIO News. I'm Khushbu Soni, your host for the broadcast and the chief editor at CIO News. This is our exclusive interview series, which is Wonder Woman in Tech. It is a recorded session and will be available on our website, that is ciunews.co.in, and our CIO News LinkedIn handle. It's my pleasure to invite our next Wonder Woman in Tech. She is Sarika Sharma, the leader of business improvement and transformation at Rio Tinto. Sarika has 14 plus years of experience leading IT teams, building capability, implementing business and technology transformation projects across multiple geographies. She's a leader and she's worked with large IT teams in FMCG and MNC environments, has the ability to manage global support and project deliveries. Sarika has extensive exposure to ERP implementation, managing application portfolio, ability to manage IT function, align IT strategies with business and manage IT budgets as well. She has great expertise around vendor management and international operations as well. Sarika, it is a pleasure to have you, and I'm really looking forward to hearing your journey as a woman in the tech industry.
Thank you so much, Khushbu, for giving me this opportunity. So,
Awesome.
looking forward, yeah.
Awesome, Sarika. Sarika, first question is, if you can share, how does your typical day look like? Being a woman, a working woman, and also, managing family. So, how does your typical day look like?
Okay. So, my day starts at 6 typically because even though people say it's COVID, kids are not going to school, it's all online studies. But yeah, um, I get up at 6 and then you have to make sure that kids are ready for their online classes on time, which starts typically around 8-ish. So for me also, office starts pretty early. So Rio is an Australian based company. So they have headquartered in Australia and UK. So we align our calendars the way we can be with our colleagues starting at 8. So my day starts at 8 with kids getting into their online thing, and I start with my office work. And it between juggle around what they need, if they're taking the classes properly or not, and then looking after other responsibilities that you have in the house. But yeah, I start pretty early in the day so that I can probably wind up say around 5-ish, 6-ish. By the time Australia is out, and Atlantic will take some time to come in. So then take a break for a good evening walk. That's my me time, so that at least can have some fresh air, and then I can probably log in again for some meetings for the Atlantic. So Rio is both in APAC and Atlantic. So
Okay.
we have late night calls also. So I make sure that I start early, finish around 5-ish, 5:30, and then log in again, say around 7:30 to finish it off. Yes. So that's how the day looks like.
Nice.
Yeah.
Sarika, did you always know you wanted to get into technology? If it was not technology, what else would it have been?
So I'll be honest with you because I got into IBM just out of my MBA. So I did my MBA from IIT Kharagpur, and from college only I moved to IBM. At that point in time, I was not very sure that this is where I want to land in. And in college, you probably are not very clear on what you want to be. Some people are very clear. I was not. So I got into IBM. I got into SAP consulting. That's how I started my career. But slowly and steadily, probably in 1 year time frame only, I got a hang of it, and I really I would say understood that this is where I want to be. So I have a knack of problem solving, as in if there is an issue, what should we do to solve it? So I realized that I have a knack of it, and that's what you need probably if you want to be in technology, that you have a technology, you have a problem statement, how you marry them up so that problem get resolved. So that's it, but not as soon as I got into IBM, I was not sure, but yeah, slowly in 1 or 2 years, I started enjoying it actually. Once you get a hang of it, you start enjoying it. And so wherever I am last 14 and a half years, really proud of what knowledge that I have gained, the struggles I've gone through. But really love being in this space, I would say.
Awesome. And also that the industry itself is continuously innovating. There's
Evolving,
so
yes.
many, new advanced technologies that are coming in, and hence it's so exciting to be in this
Yeah.
industry. That there's always innovation. There's always something new to look forward to learn. So yeah, I mean, same here. I never knew I wanted to be in technology, but then this industry it's always kept me stuck to it, with so much of innovation and learning.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah,
So there was never a dull moment, I would say, that every time I thought that this is enough. I have learned what more to learn. There'll be
yeah,
something new that will come up that will challenge you, and then
true,
you'll start probably learning again. So you're learning throughout the journey. It's not that you've learned
correct,
enough. No, you're learning
true,
throughout the journey. Yeah. So that's very exciting.
yeah, true. Awesome. My next question is, we know that it's not a secret, that not many women in the that not many women in the tech industry, that have felt the gender has affected the way they've been perceived or treated. So, have you ever been in a situation like that? How did you handle it?
So I'll just give you a very small example, and that has happened like during my consulting career, and I was married, and I had a very small kid that time. So I mean, on the face of it, people say that men, women, they are equal, and somehow organizations also try to balance it out. But the general perception is that once you are a mother,
Yeah,
or probably you're married, you have a young kid, you're not seen as a natural candidate for any big opportunity or a project that comes in a
correct,
way. And it's there in the back of mind that she'll not be able to do it. Probably late nights would not be easy for her, and that's how they perceive it. So in one of the instances, really remember that there was an opportunity, and I think me and one of my colleagues were like both, I would say, qualified to get that opportunity. But I was very surprised to know that my name was not even considered. As in, it didn't cross their mind
yeah,
that she could be one of the person who can take that up, because that required a lot of late nights, that you have to probably be in
right,
calls for extended hours, and then you have to stretch a lot. So I was not one of those that who will just lie quiet, that okay, whatever is happening, and they just take it like that. So the first thing that I've learned is, unless you speak out, people will not understand it.
correct,
So first thing that you have to do is speak out and raise your hand and say that I can do it. And
correct,
why are you not giving me this opportunity? Because that's how people will realize that you are ready. It's not you are saying no for it. It's them who are not probably considering you
correct.
for the position. So I actually walked up to my manager, and I was very angry that I have like proven for so long, just because I have a small kid. You cannot just give me a chance.
Yeah,
Give me a 2 months, 3 months time frame. If you think I'm not performing, I'm happy to like step down, and you can give it to whoever you want. So the fact is that probably you'll have to work harder to prove yourself.
yeah,
But then, and you know that extra time that you spend, it's somehow could be unfair for you. I mean,
yeah,
I used to feel that it's very unfair that for the same thing I have to work twice the
just to prove.
energy, yeah, just to prove. But then what I have learned is, in the process, actually, I have gained so much of knowledge. I
Yeah,
want to control everything. I wanted to be on top of everything. That I've gained so much of knowledge that regardless of what people think, I mean, I was gaining throughout the journey. So
yeah, yeah,
there were few stretch assignments. There were few days then I was just thinking what I'm doing. But yeah, I mean, it was all worth it. So I asked my manager to give me a chance, and he did give me. I'm really thankful for that he believed that okay, you try it out. But yeah, I proved myself, and not only for 3 months, I probably continued that project for almost one and a half year, and got promoted. So it's all in your mind. Don't keep things to yourself, is what I would say. If you think you can do it, just go, raise your hand, and you'll have to work little harder maybe,
uh,
but then at the end of the day, that's be beneficial for you only. So
correct,
uh, it's
correct.
unfair, but yeah, that's how it is, I would
I
say.
know, I know. I think initially it does require to show,
Yeah,
that we are up for it and, we
yeah,
want to take it up, So I think that I get your point. There have
yeah,
been times that you really need to prove yourself being a
yeah.
woman. Agreed. Awesome. What do you think is the best part of being a woman in tech industry?
Yeah, I would say, I mean, I always believe that women are better managers. I mean, and people
Yeah,
can take offense of that because I know we are managing our homes so nicely, kids so
yeah,
nicely, and then we are managing our work also. So similarly in technology, like it's never boring. I mean, it's
yeah,
never monotonous.
yeah.
Every time the technology is evolving, so you've learned A, now the paradigm has shifted to B, or probably C is there. So it's that throughout your journey you're learning something new. It's never
Ex-
boring. If the technology is same, the projects would be different, so flair would be different, maybe the clients would be different. So every time there is a new learning or a new, I would say, aspect of the industry you are being exposed to. So it's never boring. So it's and then you are learning throughout the journey,
Yes,
and you're
yes.
keeping yourself updated, and then you have this charm in you that if I have to probably get that, I have to learn this extra. So we
Correct.
started with SAP. Now SAP has become a commodity. Now
Yeah,
people are talking about HANA. People are talking about artificial intelligence, machine learning, chatbots. So over the journey, it started as a SAP consultant. Now I'm not a SAP consultant anymore. You throw
right.
me into any technology world, I can manage. I'll swim through. So basically, what you need is you should have that mindset that you want
Yeah,
to solve the problem. Whatever technology is it, you'll just sail through. So knowledge is just, you'll struggle for 2 3 months, but you'll reach there. So it's
right.
never boring. It's a very exciting journey, and you're learning new things all the day. So that's
True.
excites me.
True.
Yeah.
Nice. Do you notice a lack of women in technology? And I mean, if so, why do you think that's the case?
As I mentioned earlier, also there is a stereotype. I mean that
Yeah,
women, after certain, I would say, like part of your life, you're not able to take up more responsibility. You have your kids to look after,
yeah,
and that is one belief. That's why we don't get opportunities that easily, and only if like you are the only one to be promoted, probably some cases that's how you move up. So in the senior, I would say, ranks, I see very less women being there, who are like,
yeah,
say, the architects, or maybe the enterprise solution, I would say, design kind of profile. Very few movement,
right.
because it's perceived or thought about as if it's a women, it's a male world. It's not a female world. We're not able to do late nights. We're not able to probably be available 24 by 7. We are taking care of house, so the focus would not be there. So these kind of things play in your management's mindset all the time, and that is
Yeah,
why some women are not able to play through. But then I do believe that if you have the conviction, if you have this determination to push through and prove yourself continuously, I think there's no stopping. So
right.
so we have to break that stereotype, and I know that it's been
Yeah,
broken now. I mean, I'm seeing people are moving up, women are getting more opportunities. It's just a matter of time. We'll see
correct.
more people coming up. But as a leader, I firmly believe that if we do not support women to come up, it will not happen. So
True.
I make sure that if I have women colleagues in my network, or probably in my direct report, I make sure that they should be given the right opportunities to probably come up. So that's what probably the other leaders should be doing to
Correct.
bring them up. So we'll,
Great.
we'll slowly go there. Yeah.
True, very true. And I think as we go in this journey, I think we are seeing a shift. I think over the few years, I think we'll see some equality. We can't say that right now, but I'm
But
pretty
yeah,
sure at some point we will.
let's
Great.
hope.
My one last question before we end. Any advice would you like to give to women considering a career in tech industry, and
Mhm.
what do you wish you had known?
Okay. Because first I'll start with what I wish I should have. So I'm not. I was not. I mean, not now, but I was not very social. As in, I've not created the right networks, and that's very important if you want to probably grow in any role. You need to have a network.
Right.
You should go out, talk to people, stay connected with people all the time, because that's what gives you your next career move that gives you a next opportunity if you are connected. So it's very important that we should create our network, which women I think are very bad at. uh, very,
Hmm.
very, very, very bad at creating network. But I would advise all the women out there, please create your network. Um Find a good mentor. That's what we lack on. If you have
Yeah.
a good mentor in an organization, you can always reach out to that person and ask for an
Correct.
advice. So create those people in the organization who can be your mentor, who can guide you. Probably they do not support you in getting your next promotion or next role, but then they can always guide you how to reach there.
Right.
So you should have a good mentor. Look what you want and probably look for people in the organization who could be your mentor.
Right.
Um, Third thing is, don't be intimidated. Um, when people say that we're not good enough, don't get intimidated. This is men's world. This is not. It's that if you have that in you, you'll probably get it. So don't get
Right.
intimidated by that technology is not women's world.
Yeah.
And then the fourth thing is this industry is constantly changing.
Yeah.
So if you get stagnant, if you do not keep yourself updated with the new skills, you will probably not be able to move up. So
Correct.
keep yourself updated with what is coming. So you will be student throughout. Nobody can say I know everything. You
True.
have to be a student throughout. Don't get intimidated. Find a good mentor. Create a network for yourself. And the last thing is create a brand for yourself,
Yeah.
that you are a brand, and people should always recall that if this is the problem statement, she's the one who can help me. Try to
Right.
create your own brand value, that what you're all about, so that people start looking up to you. So so
Awesome.
so that's what I would probably advise everyone.
Great advices, Sarika, and I think good pointers, very well captured. And I know you told me in the beginning that I'm not prepared. These are going to be all my candid responses. So I think these are great responses,
Yeah,
and good to hear your thought process. And it shows how you've reached the ladder. So great. Congratulations to you on your journey, and thank you once again for joining us. Truly a Wonder Woman, Sarika.
yeah.
So
Thank you,
thank
Khushbu.
you. All the very best, and thank you once again.
Thanks, Khushbu. Thanks a lot.